Hello everyone, this is the fourth video in the series, where we tackle the final two tasks, detecting strong coach effects and uncovering additional insights, both highlighted in green on the problem description in the left pane. The dataset that most directly captures coach effects is the athlete event file, summaroli_athletes.csv, since coach effects should be reflected in the performances of individual athletes who competed in the games. To obtain additional insights, we can examine several datasets, including a comparison of predicted 2028 medal counts with the actual 2024 counts, the athlete event file, and the program file. To infer the great coach effect, I uploaded the reduced athlete event file named summaroli_athletes-partial.csv and pasted the entire great coach effect text from the problem description as the query for Doenba. Doenba proposed estimating a great coach effect by assuming that hiring an elite coach multiplies a country's medal yield in a given sport by a factor proportional to its baseline number of event entries. For example, it identified the great coach effect in gymnastics for the USA, volleyball for China, and cycling for the UK. I then specifically asked Doenba to examine the data for evidence of changes that might be due to a great coach effect, estimate how much such an effect contributes to medal counts, choose 3 countries and identify sports where they should consider investing in a great coach and estimate that impact. In the reduced file, Doenba identified several such pieces of evidence. For example, France's men's handball team won medals in 2008 gold, 2012 gold, and 2016 silver. This consecutive medal run across 3 games in the same team event suggests a sustained high-performance period that could be consistent with elite coaching and athlete quality. Because I needed evidence from the complete dataset to identify 3 sports per country for investment, I asked Doenba to generate a Python snippet to perform this analysis and save the results in a CSV file. I ran the program. Here are the results. To better visualize the results, I asked Doenba to generate a Python snippet to rearrange rows by country, and for each country, list the rows in descending order of the coach effect. Here are the results for the USA. Investing in events with the largest coach effects would yield the highest return. Using the coach effect dataset, I asked Doenba for additional insights. Among other suggestions, Doenba recommended quantifying the linear association between coach effect and medal gains, using the Pearson correlation coefficient. It observed that teams with lower initial ratings R_pre tend to gain more medals. Doenba also proposed a coaching efficiency metric to compare medal returns per unit of coach effect, and reported that USA Volleyball has the highest coaching efficiency. Next, I asked Doenba from the comparison data file of the predicted medals and the 2024 medals what additional insights can be obtained. Doenba suggested, among other things, to compute the Pearson correlation between the change of gold medal counts and the change of total medal counts, to see whether nations that gain golds also tend to gain overall medals. A high positive Pearson correlation, close to +1, means gold gains and total gains go hand in hand. A low or negative Pearson correlation indicates divergence. I asked Doenba at the 2028 Olympics which 3 countries increased their gold medal totals the most and which 3 experienced the largest declines. Doenba reported that, among the top gold improvers, the USA is first, Spain second, and Poland and Brazil are tied for third. Among the top gold decliners, Uzbekistan is first, with China, New Zealand, and the Netherlands tied for second. Countries in which gains in gold medals and total gains go hand in hand include the United States, Spain, Poland, Brazil, and Germany, to name just 5. I revisited the QA session about the summaroli_programs.csv data file and asked for further insights. Doenba provided observations, noting that the Olympics program has expanded over time, that recent additions have added sports aimed at younger audiences, and that events are occasionally pruned to keep the total number manageable. Finally, I re-examined the country-level medal counts file, merged _by_NOC_year_with_caps_since 2000.csv from a previous video, which lists team size and event caps, and asked Doenba for further insights. Doenba reported that, among other things, Ethiopia sends small teams, for example 26 in 2000, but has very high gold medal efficiency in distance running, whereas Jamaica, with modest teams, about 50, shows strong sprint performance, around 6 or 7 golds in recent games. That wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.